Bitcoin price prepares most parabolic phase. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. Welcome to Crypto Atlas. If you are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe for the latest in crypto news and hit that thumbs up like button. It's greatly appreciated. And if you're trying to make as much as you can and you're investing with crypto, you can check out the crypto exchange Margex, where they do offer leverage trading. This ranges from 5x all the way up to 100x, and there's no KYC. So if you want to get started, it only takes about 30 seconds to 1 minute to create an account. And they also have the ability, you can buy crypto directly on their platform. They have copy trading, so if you're not confident in your trading skills, you can essentially mirror that of other traders. They even have staking options. If you use my referral link in the description down below, you can also claim up to $10,000 in bonuses. It's greatly appreciated if you use that referral link. Let's go ahead and dive straight into the news. Bitcoin is consolidating and Bitcoin price bets are building. Where will Bitcoin head next? Bitcoin starts a new week pressuring key resistance as the May monthly close looms. Bitcoin price action is keeping bulls on their toes as old all-time highs prove hard to flip to resistance. Can $69,000 fall by June? A quiet start to the week sees Memorial Day in the United States keep institutional activity off the table until May 28th. Later, however, macroeconomic catalysts heat up in the form of U.S. data prints, which, as always, form a key focal point for crypto and risk assets. Meanwhile, Bitcoin has its own hurdles to contend with. Consolidation below all-time highs has been ongoing for over 2 months, and a resolution of the status quo remains elusive. Plenty of optimistic Bitcoin price predictions are circulating, some including a 6-figure target for Bitcoin in 2024, but concerns of a deeper retracement linger in the background. As the market sits at a critical point, Cointelegraph takes a look at the factors set to potentially move them as May comes to an end. Bitcoin price snatches at key $69,000 level. Bitcoin saw a classic spate of weekend price action, heading above $69,000 but retracing after the weekly close. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView confirms. In so doing, it effectively closed its largest gap in CME Group Bitcoin futures markets, even with the U.S. close for the Memorial Day holiday. Basic weekend price action so far. Popular trader Dan Crypto Trades wrote in a response on X, formerly Twitter. The weekly close, which came in at around $68,500, was nonetheless Bitcoin's strongest since the start of April. Commenting on the latest developments, trading resource material indicators stressed the need to turn $69,000 into solid support. A green weekly close for Bitcoin is met with another failed attempt to RS flip $69,000 and a new trend precognition down signal on the W chart. Part of an X post read, referring to one of Material Indicator's proprietary trading tools. For me, a push above $71,250 invalidates. The latest data from monitoring resource CoinGlass, meanwhile, shows key areas of liquidity built up around spot price, leaving traders to guess which will be taken first. At the time of writing on May 27th, $68,100 and $69,800 were key levels of interest, the latter in the middle of a cloud of liquidity across order books. Bitcoin aims to consolidate in these levels. Michael Van de Pope, founder and CEO of trading firm MN Trading, summarized on the day. Where to buy? Losing $66,000 and I think we'll test range low and be buying there again. That's the level where you'd want to get your purchases ready. Breakout or breakdown? Where Bitcoin heads once it leaves its current range is a major preoccupation for some market observers. Consensus is forming over a break to the upside, but how high the market will go remains a topic of debate. As Cointelegraph reported, calls for $95,000 in June and even $150,000 by the end of the year are being reinforced by their respective sources. Popular commentator BitQuant, the originator of the former prediction last week, suggested that Bitcoin price dips within the range should be ignored. The only thing I'm confident about is that Bitcoin is going to $95,000, part of another X-Post insisted. Dan Crypto Trades, meanwhile, acknowledged the historical precedent is on Bull's side. Long periods of consolidation below all-time highs have resulted in bull market breakouts in previous Bitcoin price cycles. Has now been trading against its previous cycle high for 11 weeks. In 2017, this took about 4 weeks. In 2013, this took around 13 weeks, he calculated. Both resulted in massive expansion afterwards. I'm not expecting Bitcoin to go slow this time either once it leaves this price range behind us. Some, however, still have a larger correction as their base case. Among them is popular trader Credible Crypto, who continues to eye the area around $60,000 as likely coming next. Into the weekend, material indicators added that it was, quote, fully prepared for $60,000 to make a comeback. Currently not much liquidity, base sentiment for sub $60,000, so expecting to range for an extended period of time, it concluded. Bitcoin halving not priced in. For popular trader and analysts, the latest Bitcoin block subsidy halving is not priced in. In a YouTube video last week, Rect Capital argued that despite having come and gone last month, the halving remains an extremely relevant Bitcoin price catalyst. Bitcoin, he says, is still in a post-halving reaccumulation phase, and the consolidation it brings has historically lasted for up to 160 days. The longer we can consolidate here, the better for Bitcoin, the video stated. Rect Capital nonetheless said that upside continuation inevitably ensues once such phases are complete. For this most parabolic phase of the cycle, he continued, a Bitcoin price target of approximately $150,000 is appropriate. This weekend, meanwhile, he suggested short-term sideways Bitcoin price action may need several weeks to resolve. PCE data leads macro week. With U.S. markets closed until May 28th, Bitcoin has little impetus for major outside volatility during Wall Street hours. The Asia trading session produced no surprises, and attention thus focuses on the end of the week. Here, U.S. macro data prints returns, headlined by the Product Price Index, or PCE, known as the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge. The mood when it comes to risk assets benefiting from loosening Fed policy remains conservative. Interest rate cuts are not expected until September or later, and other inflation data remained mixed. Despite this, U.S. stock continues to hit all-time highs. Short but busy week ahead, trading resource the Kobayashi letter wrote while acknowledging the stock's trend in its weekly macro diary dates entry on X. Commenting on tendencies on both stocks and Bitcoin, trading firm Mosaic Assets saw mixed conditions, ultimately favoring risk on sentiment. Daily momentum indicators like the S&P 500's MACD and RSI are extended, indicating the potential for mean reversion lower. While I would not be surprised to see a partial retracement of the recent gains in the stock market, I expect any downside is just a pause in the bull market. It wrote in one edition of its regular newsletter, The Market Mosaic, on May 23rd. Mosaic likewise swayed toward an upside breakout for Bitcoin to come. Risky asset classes are particularly sensitive to easing conditions, which is why I'm closely following the action in Bitcoin and crypto mining stocks for additional confirmation that the bull market is intact. It continued, noting Bitcoin's 2-month consolidation. Prices moving up the right side of the base over the past month and could be setting up a move to new highs. A breakout would provide further evidence that investor appetite for speculative assets remains strong. Bitcoin whales stay in the game. When it comes to buying the dips, some Bitcoin investor cohorts are wasting no time below $69,000. In focus this week are Bitcoin whales, the largest of these, who have been especially active as price has advanced and stayed near all-time highs. Bitcoin whales have been buying like never before. Vivek Sen, founder of Bitcoin public relations firm BitGrow Lab, commented alongside data from on-chain analytics platform CryptoQuant. The data shows the balance of whale addresses active within the last 24 hours at nearly 500,000 Bitcoin, easily the largest on record. Cointelegraph continues to report on whale interest in Bitcoin, with CryptoQuant describing them as being in, quote, acceleration mode earlier this month. Bitcoin demand growth seems to be stabilizing after being in a decelerating trend since March, it found. Let me know what you guys think about this. I want to hear your opinions. Share them down in the comments below. Again, I do have that referral link for MarchX in the description below. You can also check out HG Access. This is an exclusive trading group with about 2,300 members in it. If you want to learn about certain tokens before they drop on YouTube videos such as my channel or other YouTubers, joining this group gives you insight beforehand. And if you want to find that link, that is down in the description below through Patreon. And thank you so much to my personal Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to Victor Vegas and Worlds Rizvi for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.